9:40 a.m. Saturday the 11th of June 2022. Always important to shoot a successive video after you've been in a confrontation. Because when you stop the video, actually, out of respect, to leave people in peace, after you stop the video, you need to get away. But videos and photos have time and date stamps automatically added to the file. So you can see I'm here now within a relative short period of time by Westhill Academy. Made a quick pace on a bike. And there's destruction of the environment here. And this is the John Vardy building. Never forget him. 1996. Got trapped under his canal boat. He died, tragically died, in his mid-40s. Leaving behind a family and children. Always important to consider the dangers of going out at sea, travelling over seas. There's always risks. That's why you're better really to stay at home. Stay locally, travel locally to the shops. I mean, the example of John Vardy, he died trapped beneath his canal boat. Always important to shoot a video in quick succession after you've been involved in a confrontation. If you get away, it helps tell an honest dialogue. The honest truth comes out because other people can take photos and video too, and people are witnesses. And when there's people around, other people see, they don't always see the full details of an event. They just see a partial glimpse. So actually, perspectives get changed, altered. So really, you need to keep shooting video as you travel. Shoot, share and travel. Really, there's a big role for mobile data and uploading mobile data via... take Dropbox for example. You click on account and then go to camera uploads, and in there you can enable the upload of photos and video over mobile data. I've remembered that now. I had to look again because I forgot. But I didn't look again recently, I just suddenly remembered. You've got to familiarise yourself with digital devices and computers, and this is really the importance of education and training. Education and training for women who are not so tech savvy. And we do need more women in computing because it's a male-dominated field. Women being less tech savvy are more open to abuse in actual fact. So greater education and training in computers really will help make things safer and enable real criminals to be brought to justice, the high-speed people that go about in their cars. Because let's face it, cars are a lethal weapon. You can get crushed by buses also. Cars really are a lethal weapon. Have you seen the limbs hanging off people? That's why my brother-in-law, who trained to be a paramedic, he gave up being a paramedic. Couldn't face dealing with limbs hanging off. This is what medics on the front line really see. This is important and significant. Always important to keep shooting video. Mention the time. I started around 9:40 a.m. Just come from, round about Elric Broad Streak. I went through the park. There was 2 women there with dogs. They couldn't control their dogs, and dogs really can harm children. This is an ongoing narrative. But also, they can harm people that are afraid of dogs. That man said morning. Men are friendlier than women. They're friendlier. Men are generally friendlier. And old men, people tend not to visit old men when they get really old. They're more susceptible to abuse by female carers. I mean, people go to see old women because they're more talkative and social chit-chat. It makes life more interesting. But that man said, "Morning." Why did he do that? I mean, his voice probably wasn't picked up on video. I mean, you need to really repeat. Repeat. Those middle-aged women felt intimidated by video, but they were actually doing the wrong thing. They felt threatened, want to involve the police for stalking women. Stalking women? I let them disappear down a path anyway. I didn't follow them down the path, and actually I don't know where that path goes. That path from the bottom of Larg Drive, by the open green space where there's wildflowers growing. Nice wildflowers. I didn't know there was a path there actually. But seeing those women take it, I mean, paths are shortcuts. And yet some residents actually put up fences and block paths at the end of streets. People don't like youths loitering, going along paths next to their property because often they drop glass bottles and that punctures bicycle tyres and other vehicles. E-bikes. This is all insignificant, and look at the wind blowing. I mean, really, if those middle-aged women involve the police, they're not going to stand a chance. I mean, photos and video with dates and times attached really is compelling evidence if the dates and times are indeed accurate. But I've actually said the time on video in this video. I mean, that makes evidence more robust in a sense. More robust to hackers and information being changed. How do you change a human voice? I mean, that presents challenges. It's not impossible. I mean, you've got deep fake technology. You saw a fake Queen on Channel 4 at Christmas time 2021. Technology is evolving. Criminals are usually the first, actually, to adopt high-tech technology. And they use it against vulnerable women. But I mean, those women that I saw, they actually... They said there were no children about, but they were in a park, a play park for children. Well, they said no children, but look at their dogs. I mean, this really is a significant issue. 2 middle-aged women with dogs out of control in a play park. I mean, there's an ongoing story here, a narrative. Where do you walk dogs? At the secure dog parks, which are, let's face it, miles away, near Easterord, and also near Kingshill Wood. You've got to take a car just to walk your dog. The secure dog parks near Westhill in Aberdeenshire. Do you know where the secure dog parks are? People might not know where they are. But actually, that's where they are. I've seen them because I've travelled locally, explored, shoot video and share, tell others, inform others. Knowledge is power, and video is seeing is believing, more authentic. Video with a narrative, motion, more engaging. And normal journalists that write the Press and Journal don't go around on bikes shooting video, providing video documentaries and narratives with overlays. This is what really gets me going. This is the John Vardy building anyway. Trapped under a canal boat. Died. Tragically, in his mid-40s. Left behind children and a school community. His funeral was massive in the mid-1990s. Around 1996. It was 1996. I mean, he went on holiday to England. A canal. And goods were moved around on canals, going through locks and barges in the 19th century. This is all significant. I mean, really, you want to commit a crime, don't mess with a video shooter. This is Kingsford School. Kingsford School on the 13th of June 2022. It's approaching 4 p.m. Actually, I notice at Kingsford School there's steps to actually get into the school from the gate. And actually this is nice. This nice colourful garden. Place to have a rest. That's Kingsford School. The garden at Kingsford School. It looks like pupils that go to Kingsford School stay in this multi-storey block of flats here. Pupils just came out the gate approaching 4 p.m. and it looks like they've walked towards this block of flats. This is Spring Hill Road. Spring Hill Road is a dividing line between Shedixley and Maastricht. This is Shedixley. Kingsford School's really in Shedixley. 13th of June 2022. Actually, there's some trees here. Green space. No entry here. The cars are facing to come out this way, so you can't go in that way. No entry. It's a one-way system. I guess there are one-way roads in Aberdeen. They're actually quite problematic. "13th of June 2022, approaching 4 p.m. This is Aberdeen North Parish Church. It's on Greenfern Road, and actually it's just along from Kingsford School, which is on Spring Hill Road. Kingsford School, nice garden with a bench outside. And actually most people that live in Maastricht will be familiar with this church. It's a local landmark in a sense. That's why it makes sense to start off at this location. What's actually on? Sunday worship. Let's ignore that. Let's look at the pop-up play session. Aberdeen North Parish Church for preschool children and parents, carers, every Thursday from 1 until 2:30 p.m. During term time, all welcome. You may wish to make a small donation. I mean, okay, there is Sunday worship, 10:30 a.m. You can come along if you're interested. There's Messy Church every Tuesday from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Messy Church begins with a meal together, children and adults, which the children help to prepare so you get your tea. Children must be accompanied by an adult or someone aged 16 plus. All are welcome. Please book with Claire on 075 26 46 5 465105. Email is cvangeete@churchofscotland.org.uk. Looking forward at Aberdeen North. What does Aberdeen North actually do? This is to do with discussions, but it's not actually clear what Aberdeen North does. Looking forward at Aberdeen North. It's Sunday. It looks like 3rd of July 2022. You need to see through the misted up sign. So there's things on at this church on Greenfern Road. There's scooters in the park, the play park. This is the main shopping precinct on Greenfern Drive. Behind it is the police station. Children having fun in the park. But let's focus on the shops. Yes, just behind Greenfern Drive there is actually the Maastricht police station, but it's boarded up. Well, it's not. It's in a run-down, disused state. People at the bus stop there on Greenfern. It's Greenfern Road. But actually off Greenfern Road there's Greenfern Place. There's a Spar here. That's the main shop. The local shop on Greenfern Road. There is also Greenfern Place, that's where the police station is. This is Spey Road. No skateboarding, ball games or cycling allowed. Skateboarding must be an issue here. I mean, this is the youth of Maastricht. Lots of people walking around here, lots of young people. I mean, this is lower cost housing, so it's more affordable to young people, people with families. Affordable homes. This is affordable homes in Aberdeen, Maastricht. This is Birkhall Parade. 13th of June 2022, shortly after 4 p.m. You know, this is Birkhall Parade. Birkhall Parade, 13th of June 2022. The road's got speed bumps. I mean, you can see that. Quiet road. Birkhall Parade. This is Maastricht. Actually, yes, this is Birkhall Parade in Maastricht. Nice garden. I mean, some people in the where houses is lower cost, lower maintenance. Actually, the gardens are quite nice. People like the environment. They like life. This is Kingswood Court, and this is the school. The school, it's in Maastricht. It's near Northfield Academy. This is the local school. It's a local primary near Northfield Academy. I mean, it's not the most attractive looking buildings, but I mean, it's the pupils and the teachers that make a community, a school community. And actually, there's no sign out front to say what school it is. But actually, it's got a nice garden. I mean, where the buildings are not in great condition, you've got a nice environment. A nice environment in which to learn. I mean, the gardens and the environment really does matter to people in communities where buildings are not in the best condition. I mean, that's neglect on the part of Aberdeen City Council. No sign to tell you which school it is. I mean, you need signs when you're out and about. The school's gone past. That was the school. Oh, here's the sign. You can tell from the sign it's Quarry Hill School. This is actually the main entrance, the cobbled path. Let's look at the path. Avoid the children. The sign, Quarry Hill School. There's bikes with the children. They must cycle to school. Let's just take a closer look at the car park. A closer look at the school building. People in fluorescent jackets in the playground, in the outer surrounds, in the grassy area, to supervise the children. I assume they're supervising, but actually the children are climbing on the power station, on the roof of it. Is it a power station? Let's just go back, further away. We don't want to identify the children too much, because that really makes teachers paranoid. But actually shoot from a distance and you put things into perspective, and well, you can't because there's a fence in the way. I mean, you need to respect people, but at the same time highlight risks and dangers. Is that a power station children have climbed onto or sitting on top of? I mean, you don't want to identify the children to embarrass them, embarrass the parents. You need to respect people, but at the same time you need to highlight dangers in the broadest sense. This is Birkhall Parade, Quaggy Hill Primary. Yes, look. I mean, this is the school. What are the children doing? On top of how did they get up there? They've got bikes beside it. This is Quaggy Hill Primary. Birkhall Parade. I mean, this is after 4 p.m. There's still teachers in the car park. School's out. The pupils are on top of there. There's people in the playground supervising. Out and about in fluorescent jackets. This is Quaggy Hill Primary. This is what happens on Birkhill Parade. Are teachers responsible? They're within school grounds. Look. They've got their bikes below. They're going to have to jump down from there. I mean, there's risks attached. Risk assessment. Scooters on the road. It's the 13th of June 2022. Around 4:30 in the afternoon. This is Moyer Green. This is near Northfield Academy. Near Northfield Academy. Moyer Kitchen. Chinese takeaway. Bodrum Pizza and Kebab House, and Dickie's Pharmacy. This is Moyer Green. This is Cumming Park Crescent. Cumming Park Crescent, around 4:30, 13th of June 2022. This is Cumming Park Crescent. This is the area of Northfield. This is the Quarry Centre. The Quarry Centre, Northfield. Baby in distress here. Baby in distress. Crying. Loud voices coming from this by Enterprise van. This is Middlefield. Flat with the door open. There was a baby crying. Raised voices. Is this discipline? Someone's screaming.
Watch.
Responsible parent made the kid avoid the puddle. What's going on up there? Loud voices. Shouting. Baby crying. This is Middlefield. Over there is Provost Russ Drive. I mean, turn the video around. Do a panoramic view in a sense.
Come on, Bruns. Come on, big fella. Come on.
Solar panels. Puddles are great for dogs. Wash their feet. What's going on up there? Baby in distress? Loud voices, door open. This is around about dinner time, between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m, 13th of June 2022 in Middlefield. I mean, the neighbours all know who they are. David Morton demolition. Is this the Press and Journal building? This is not P&J Live. Is this where the Press and Journal used to have its offices? Is this the demolition of the office block that was the Press and Journal? I mean, this is the 13th of June 2022. 13th of June 2022, Monday. All that's left is rubble. Rubble and demolition. Who's responsible? Oh, it's David Morton. David Morton Demolition. davidmortonlimited.co.uk. And actually, look at these flowers. They're bonny. This is the Press and Journal building. But actually, when buildings are demolished, you don't know what was here before. You need someone to tell you. Someone that's seen it, witnessed it, seen the building, and now seen the demolition, the rubble. I think that's what this is. Was it next to Honda, the Press and Journal building? I mean, the Press and Journal will know. Well, actually, new journalists are getting younger and younger. David Morton Demolition. Actually, take a closer look at the plant. There's a bee. Bonny plant. I mean, this is what's left of the Press and Journal building. Rubble. Important to document. I mean, the building stood here for decades. Pumped out news right across the northeast of Scotland. This is significant. It's a milestone event. A milestone in publishing. Well, that's the A944. This is the cycle path. A944 to the Langstracht. Bonny way to come at the moment. th of June 2022.